Many entertainment events and filmings were postponed as a result of the catastrophe, which as of Wednesday evening had claimed lives and was already being called the most destructive fire in the history of Los Angeles County, with more than 1,100 structures destroyed and 27,000 acres impacted so far, according to the Los Angeles Times. See what stars have said about their personal connection to the horrifying disaster. Brian Greenberg and Jamie Chung, actors and parents to twins Brian Greenberg and Jamie Chung, lost their home in the fire. Greenberg confirmed on Instagram Thursday. "It was all a dream," he wrote on an image of what remained of their home. "Thankfully, the family is safe. Thank you to all of the firefighters risking their lives. Stay safe out there." John C. Reilly, actor John C. Reilly's home was destroyed in the fire, photos confirm. His manager did not immediately return a request for comment. Kobe Smulders and Taran Killam Kobe Smulders and Taran Killam's home in Pacific Palisades, where they lived with their 2 daughters, was destroyed by fire, photos show. Reps did not return a request for comment. Eugene Levy, Schitt's Creek star Eugene Levy, 78, told the LA Times that he'd found himself stuck by black and intense smoke over Temescal Canyon as he tried to leave his home. "I couldn't see any flames, but the smoke was very dark," the actor added. His son, Dan Levy, posted to Instagram stories, "Heartbroken for my family, my friends, and the people of LA affected by these catastrophic fires." Photos later confirmed the home had been destroyed. Anthony Hopkins' photos show that legendary actor Anthony Hopkins, who turned 87 at the end of 2024, lost his Pacific Palisades home, the apparent location where he often posted videos on his popular TikTok playing the piano or getting ready for the Oscars. According to the Daily Mail, he moved there in 2021, several years after his Malibu home was narrowly spared from the Woolsey fire in 2018. He also previously lost his home in London to fire in 2000. A rep did not respond to a request for comment. Adam Brody and Leighton Meester, the couple who have been married for 10 years, lost the Pacific Palisades home they share with their 2 children. Photos confirm. Reps did not immediately respond to requests for comment. John Goodman's Pacific Palisades home was demolished in the fire. Photos show. Reps did not return a request for comment. Ricky Lake is among those mourning the loss of their homes. "It's all gone. I can't believe I am typing these words. After a valiant and brave effort by our friend and hero, Kirby Cotler Ross, and I lost our dream home," she wrote in a heartfelt caption accompanied by a carousel of pictures she took in happier times. "This description, dream home, doesn't suffice. It was our heaven on earth, the place where we planned to grow old together. We never took our heavenly spot on the bluff overlooking our beloved Malibu for granted, not even for 1 second. I shared our sunset views almost daily with all of you," she continued. She added, "This loss is immeasurable. It's the spot where we got married 3 years ago. I grieve along with all of those suffering during this apocalyptic event, praying for all of my neighbors, my friends, my community, the animals, the firefighters, and first responders. More to share soon of how we escaped with Dolly, not much else. For now I grieve." Cameron Matheson, soap star Cameron Matheson, shared a video of the remains of his home in a heartbreaking video posted to Instagram. "We are safe, but this is what's left of our beautiful home. Our home where our kids were raised and where they wanted to raise their own someday," he wrote under the post. "Thanks to all who reached out and checked in. Can't respond to all, so wanted to give an update here," he added. "Sending so many prayers to everyone being affected by these fires." Paris Hilton posted a video to Instagram of ABC News footage that showed the charred remains of her beachfront Malibu home and recalled some happy memories she and her family had there. "Sitting with my family, watching the news, and seeing our home in Malibu burn to the ground on live TV is something no one should ever have to experience," she wrote in part. "This home was where we built so many precious memories. It's where Phoenix took his first steps and where we dreamed of building a lifetime of memories with London. While the loss is overwhelming, I'm holding on to gratitude that my family is safe. My heart and prayers are going out to every family affected by these fires." On Thursday, Paris toured the remains of her home and shared a video with followers, along with a long caption reflecting on the indescribable heartbreak of seeing it reduced to ashes. Bozoma St. John, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Bozoma St. John, confirmed on Instagram that her home had burned, sharing a carousel of photos and videos of herself and daughter Lael in happier times in the home. "This was my FU I'm here house," she wrote in part. "This is the house where I finally felt like I could choose to spend time when I wanted to and how I wanted to. It is gone. This is an unimaginable loss. I grieve with the rest of Los Angeles as it burns. Jeff Bridges. The Malibu home that Jeff Bridges shared with his family was destroyed, People confirms. According to TMZ, Bridges, his sister, and their brother Beau had inherited it together. Tina Knowles, the mother of Beyoncé and Solange Knowles, Tina Knowles, shared to Instagram that her home was lost. It was my favorite place, my sanctuary, my sacred happy place. Now it is gone. God bless all the brave men and women in our fire department who risked their lives in dangerous conditions, she said. We thank you for your dedication and bravery and for saving so many lives. This could have been so much worse without the dedication of the disaster workers and first responders. Candy Spelling, mom to Tori and widow of late legendary TV producer Aaron, lost the Malibu beachfront home that she owned for 50 years, she confirmed to TMZ. Though she had put it up for sale several times recently, she had taken it off the market and said to the outlet, I'm in shock and processing this massive loss for our family. I am beyond grateful for the memories. It was truly a wonderful gift to have. Diane Warren revealed she lost her home of 30 years. This is the last pic I took of Leah's rock from my beach house, she wrote, referencing her late friend Leah, who died 10 years ago. I've had this house for almost 30 years. It looks like it was lost in the fire last night, she continued. Still, Warren is choosing to be hopeful as she alerted followers that the animals at her rescue ranch were unharmed. There's a rainbow shining on it, which I'm taking as a sign of hope for all creatures who have been affected by this tragedy. The animals in the rescue ranch are okay, though, which is the most important thing. Stay safe, everyone. Jane Aiko posted to Instagram that her home had been destroyed. Me and my children's home is gone, burned to the ground with all of our things inside. Lord have mercy, she wrote in part. Billy Crystal, confirmed that he and his family, including Janice, his wife of nearly 55 years, had lost their home. In a statement shared with People, words cannot describe the enormity of the devastation we are witnessing and experiencing. We ache for our friends and neighbors who have also lost their homes and businesses in this tragedy. Janice and I lived in our home since 1979. We raised our children and grandchildren here. Every inch of our house was filled with love, beautiful memories that can't be taken away. We are heartbroken, of course, but with the love of our children and friends, we will get through this. We pray for the safety of the firefighters and first responders. The Pacific Palisades is a resilient community of amazing people, and we know in time it will rise again. It is our home. Jennifer Gray's daughter, Stella Gregg, announced on her Instagram stories that the Dirty Dancing actress's home was burnt to the ground. She assured followers her mom and her dog, Winnie, were safe and encouraged everyone to give your loved ones an extra squeeze today. Denise Crosby, Star Trek actress, Denise Crosby posted a photo of the ashes of her home, writing, Yesterday morning I had a beautiful Spanish cottage that gave me endless joy, where I met my husband and raised my son, the only house I've ever owned. With fruit trees I grew, with a garden of native plants. Now ashes. I'm heartbroken. Maeve Riley, celebrity stylist Maeve Riley, who works with Eva Longoria and Coco Jones, posted Wednesday night that their house had burned down. And their neighborhood, everything is gone. Shortly after, she shared that she had to drive to Beverly Hills to evacuate her in-laws. This feels like a bad dream. Everything we own is in this truck, she wrote on Instagram stories. Jen Atkin, celebrity hairstylist and wife founder Jen Atkin, posted photos to her Instagram stories of her emotional evacuation from her home with her family, including husband Mike Rosenthal and their dog. Our house is gone. It's almost too much to comprehend. Our neighbors are all taking care of one another and checking in, and that's the theme for 2025, she wrote on Instagram stories. We're going to be okay. We always push through. I'm just so sad I left my Grandma Atkins church blazer with her tissues and Tic Tacs in the pockets. In a subsequent post, she showed the before and after of her home, saying, I feel so grateful my family is together. I also feel scared and sad. J.J. Redick's family, LA Lakers coach, J.J. Redick, revealed that his family were freaking out as they were among those forced to evacuate their home amid the fires. Ahead of the Lakers versus Mavericks game in Dallas on January 7th, Redick sent his thoughts and prayers to everyone in the Palisades right now, adding, That's where I live. According to the AP, he noted, Our family, my wife's twin sister, they've evacuated. I know a lot of people are freaking out right now, including my family. Thoughts and prayers for sure, and hope everyone stays safe. ESPN confirmed on Thursday that Riddick's home had burned down. Melissa Rivers called into CNN to confirm that she had lost her home. My heart is so broken, not just for myself. It's a town and it's wiped off the map, she said. That is the end of everything that belonged to my family and the history of it, she said, referring to items she had that belonged to her late parents. Comedy legend Joan Rivers and producer Edgar Rosenberg. I grabbed my mom's Emmy, a photo of my dad, and a drawing my mother had done of me and my son. I went for a drawing of hers rather than a photo. I know I can find the photos, but a drawing I can't replace. Carrie Elwes posted terrifying video of the biblical devastation he was passing as he evacuated his Malibu home. On Wednesday, he shared an update that he and his family did lose their home, adding, "But we are grateful to have survived this truly devastating fire, and extending gratitude to the first responders and those sending well wishes." Spencer Pratt and Heidi Montag. In a harrowing video posted on TikTok, former Hills star Spencer Pratt revealed his home was among those burned down. "Nightmare came true," the father of two captioned the video. His wife Heidi Montag posted a follow-up TikTok in which she confirmed the loss of their home and thanked fans for prayers and thoughts. "Thank God we are safe, it's just no words." Later that day, Pratt shared a photo from what remained of his home with a note of hope. "The one positive sign I saw as our house burned down was our son's bed burned in the shape of a heart," he captioned the post. "A sign of how much love was in this house, so thankful for all the years and memories there with our family." Model Carolyn Murphy shared to Instagram stories a terrifying video captured on her home security camera of sparks falling around her home, seconds before our home went up in flames. "We are safe, our dogs are safe, and that's all that matters," she wrote. She added in a subsequent story that, "My heart goes out for everyone in our community. I pray all the wildlife is safe, our rascally bobcat, our fierce mountain lion, the silly coyotes, waddling skunks, sleek foxes, and singing birds." Mario Lopez, after sharing that he and his family had been evacuated from their home in the middle of the night, he posted an update to Instagram, saying that, "Our house is a mess, but still standing, thank God for that," and expressing his sorrow at the devastation and gratitude to the firefighters. Molly Sims posted an emotional update to her Instagram stories, first writing about the overwhelming and painful loss her neighborhood had endured, including schools and playgrounds that are so special to our family, and then sharing a tearful video in which she stated that many friends had lost homes, and her family was waiting to see if our home will be there. On Thursday, a rep for Sims confirmed her home survived the fire. James Woods sent out a message of gratitude as he revealed he also had to leave his home. "To all the wonderful people who've reached out to us, thank you for being so concerned. Just letting you know that we were able to evacuate successfully. I do not know at this moment if our home is still standing, but sadly houses on our little street are not," he tweeted just before 4 p.m. on January 7th. He later confirmed on CNN that his house had been lost. "One day you're swimming in the pool, the next day it's all gone." Chrissy Teigen, mom of 4 Chrissy Teigen, emotionally shared that she was packing to evacuate the home she shares with her husband John Legend amid the fires. Teigen shared an Instagram stories post of her filling a large black bag from her closet. "This is surreal," she said, adding that she was very scared. The star, 39, had earlier described the blazes as a hellscape. Brian Greenberg and Jamie Chung, the One Tree Hill alum, shared on his Instagram stories that his and the Bride Wars actress' home was completely destroyed in the Los Angeles fires. "It was all a dream. Thankfully, the family is safe. Thank you to all of the firefighters risking their lives. Stay safe out there," he wrote on top of a picture that appeared to be ruins of their home. Julianne Ho, 36, shared a video via Instagram stories of her evacuating her Hollywood Hills home. The Dancing with the Stars host said, "So there is a fire right by my house. We're with friends, but anybody that's in the Hollywood Hills, I've just been having this intuitive feeling that we're in a bowl of how everything is surrounding Hollywood, and now this is at the center of Hollywood." She concluded by urging neighbors to get out. "Everybody needs to just evacuate. Go, go, go. Right now," she said. Kate Beckinsale mourned the loss of the Pacific Palisades community that has played a large part in her family's life. "My daughter and I lived there for most of her childhood, and most of her childhood is gone," she wrote. Her primary school, every shop or restaurant we used to go to with my parents and Michael's parents, and devastatingly, most of her friends' homes. "My heart is broken," she continued. "The Pacific Palisades is a community very unusual to find in Los Angeles, heavy on families with young children and pets. I'm weeping for all of the people and pets involved, so many of them I know. My heart is breaking for the families who have lost everything, and the people and their animals, not to mention the horses and all the wild animals, people's businesses and livelihoods. This is just like hell. If anyone from village needs shelter and doesn't still have a number for me, please contact me on Instagram, she concluded. Holland Taylor posted a photo of the streets as she evacuated Wednesday night, saying their area ended up spared as the winds died down. My street as I evacuated last night. Had the winds been what they were a mere 12 hours before, we would have lost our entire canyonette. Grateful beyond words, horrified by a catastrophic, unimaginable loss of homes of several thousands of families, she wrote. Actor Rob McElhenney, 47, shared with his Instagram followers that his family was safe, but added, so many homes. Whole neighborhoods are just gone. The star who bought Wrexham FC with Ryan Reynolds in 2021 noted that everyone in our lives was reaching out to ensure their safety. He said the gesture made their hearts so full. Mandy Moore is leaning on her loved ones as she and her family and pets were also forced to evacuate. Grateful for the kindness of friends that we had a place to land last night. Trying to shield the kids from the immense sadness and worry I feel. Praying for everyone in our beautiful city. So gutted for the destruction and loss. Don't know if our place made it. She posted a second update on January 8th, saying she was absolutely numb to see the devastation in her hometown of Altadena. I'm in shock and feeling numb for all so many have lost, including my family. My children's school is gone. Our favorite restaurants leveled. So many friends and loved ones have lost everything too. Our community is broken, but we will be here to rebuild together. Sending love to all affected, and on the front lines trying to get this under control, she wrote. On Thursday, Moore shared that she and her husband, Taylor Goldsmith, had been able to return to their home, and found that, though they'd lost their garage and Goldsmith's studio, most of the house remained standing, though not currently inhabitable. But the heartbreak was stronger than ever. Everyone we know lost everything. Every house on our street is gone, my in-laws. My brother and sister-in-law 6 weeks from welcoming their first baby, she wrote. Our best friends, feeling weird survivor's guilt. Sandra Lee says she had to evacuate her Malibu home as the blazing flames drew closer. My home in Malibu has got me through some of the darkest moments in my life. I have loved creating it, embellishing it, building it, caring for it, and protecting it. I've cherished every moment I have had with it, she shared on Instagram on January 7th. As the fire draws closer, I pray for it. I pray for everyone in Los Angeles right now. What an incredibly terrifying moment for my community. As the fire reaches our doorstep, please stay in contact with each other. Community in times like these is our lifeline. On January 8th, she updated followers to say she'd heard conflicting things about whether her home was still standing. Thank you to everyone who has reached out. I just don't know, but this time reminds me of my grandmother's favorite footprints in the sand. It's in God's hands, she wrote. Mark Hamill shared a personal fire update with followers on Instagram, revealing that he'd been evacuated from Malibu at 7 p.m. alongside his wife Marilu and their dog Trixie. The Star Wars actor said he arrived safely at his daughter Chelsea's house in Hollywood and urged everyone to stay safe, before noting that they were the most horrific fires since '93 and that his family had been fleeing for our lives. Jamie Lee Curtis revealed that though her house wasn't affected, her entire neighborhood is gone. Our beloved neighborhood is gone. Our home is safe. So many others have lost everything. Help where you can. Thank you to the first responders and firefighters, American Red Cross. She also used her emotional appearance on The Tonight Show Wednesday to advocate for packing an emergency bag in her role as an American Red Cross ambassador. She later posted a tribute to a local church that burned and had special significance to her. This is the church in the Palisades that had a beautiful Sunday school and was a gorgeous house of worship, and is the building that I got sober in 25 years ago, she wrote. I think of all of the souls who came there for comfort and solace, and all the baptisms and funerals and weddings, and the thousands of people who reclaimed their lives. Through sobriety, tough times, we will persevere. God bless you all. Jennifer Love Hewitt, I have no words. Only prayers and holding as much hope as I can for our home and our kids while we watch everything burn. Actress Jennifer Love Hewitt wrote on Instagram. Thank you to every first responder fighting so hard for all of us. Thank you to every friend who reached out and new person I have hugged in tears in the last 24 hours. Olympian Tara Lipinski, shared an aerial view of her street, saying she'd just found out that her house still appears to be standing, but she's devastated about the condition of her neighborhood. The most important update is that Todd, Georgie, Sully, and I are safe. It's the only thing I have been saying on repeat to myself, that I am so grateful for them and our safety. But the last 24 hours have been horrific for my family, my neighbors, the firefighters, first responders, and for everyone in this community, she wrote. She thanked everyone working to put the fire out and expressed gratitude for the loved ones supporting her during the past few horrible days. Your heartfelt messages have kept me going. I have read them over and over again. The way you stayed up late trying to find updates, the tears, the words that reminded me of your love for me, and reminders that I am strong enough to get through hard things. Thank you. I'm beyond lucky to have the people in my life that I do. Even in this destruction, there is so much to be grateful for. Maria Shriver also posted a video chronicling the devastation across her neighborhood. Heartbreaking, devastating, beyond belief, she wrote in part. Everything is gone. Our neighborhood, our restaurants. All our friends have lost everything. We have evacuated but are safe. But people have lost everything. Brad Paisley and Kimberly Williams Paisley, though Brad Paisley and Kimberly Williams Paisley no longer live there. Brad Paisley wrote a tribute to their previous home, which was lost, and the devastation to his old neighborhood. It was the first house Kim and I bought together. That beautiful old house burned last night, as did most of that community. So many good people displaced, devastated, and cast out all over LA, he wrote. I would post a link to donate or raise awareness or something, but it all feels so much bigger than that. I don't know where to begin. I'm sure those of you reading this will find some way to help if you can. But mostly right now, I just want to mourn the loss of a town and acknowledge the beauty and the memories of what it was. It is all so tragic and sad. Alabama and Landon Barker, Travis Barker's children Alabama and Landon, whom he shares with ex-Shanna Mokler, also revealed to their followers that they had to evacuate via Instagram stories. Landon shared a selfie and noted that he was praying for everyone affected, while his sister urged her followers to be safe. Duff Goldman celebrity chef Duff Goldman posted a photo from the fires Wednesday, saying his family had safely evacuated. Yvonne Strahovski actress Yvonne Strahovski posted Thursday that she and her family were safe, and they were hopeful that her home was still intact. To all who have checked in on us, thank you. We are safe, and I believe our place made it through again, and she wrote. I cannot believe the devastation. My heart goes out to all. Steve Guttenberg Police Academy and 3 men and a baby star, Steve Guttenberg, lent a hand to the LAFD and assisted in the Pacific Palisades evacuations. In an interview with local news station KTLA, he urged fellow residents to leave the keys in their cars so he and others can move them to help fire crews pass through as they attempt to battle the blaze. Elizabeth Chambers, after sharing photos of the Palisades High School grounds on fire and encouraging her LA-based fans to gas up their cars and seek shelter where possible, Elizabeth Chambers revealed in her Instagram stories that she also had to evacuate and was now staying with her sister.
Our Night and Day Pain Relief Hemp Healing Balm is a homemade remedy that can be used on body aches and pains. May alleviate muscle pain or any other type of internal body pain. With 2,400 milligrams in this single 4-ounce bottle was made with the aim is to do its job. Why is it better than the rest? Our product come from hemp that is grown on a small Amish farm from Lancaster County, PA. If you didn't already know, the Amish is a small group of people who dedicate their lives to the simple things and working the land. They are experts at growing crops as it was intended, meaning our hemp products are not industrialized, which can make it more potent.
Purchase now at nightanddayrherbals.com. Enjoy 20% off all orders. Use coupon code NDHerbals Welcome 24 during checkout.